Have you ever felt an unease around someone, like a shadow creeping into your mind, though you can't quite explain why? Some people bring light, but others drain it. The danger is, evil rarely announces itself. It doesn't always wear a villain's mask or lurk in the dark. More often, it wears a friendly smile, speaks in soft words, and pretends to care, until you realize you're trapped in their web. Evil isn't just about cruelty or violence. It can be subtle. A manipulative friend who twists your words, a co-worker who undermines you while acting supportive, or even a partner who showers you with affection only to control you later. These people don't need a reason to hurt you. Their nature thrives on deception, control, and chaos. The more you suffer, the stronger they feel. But here's the truth. You are not powerless. You don't have to be their prey. There are signs, red flags, that reveal them before they get too close. If you learn to recognize these warnings, you can protect your mind, your peace, and your dignity. In this video, I'll share 7 clear signs that someone in your life might be hiding a dark nature. Pay attention, because recognizing these traits could save you from years of pain. And if you're ready to strengthen your mind and safeguard your well-being, be sure to subscribe and join this journey toward wisdom and resilience. Now, let's begin. Red flag. Number 1. They constantly lie or manipulate the truth. Truth is the foundation of trust. Without it, every relationship, whether friendship, family, or love, crumbles into illusion. But some people do not merely lie out of fear or to spare someone's feelings. They lie because deception is their nature. For them, truth is not a principle but a weapon, something to twist, distort, and reshape to serve their agenda. Evil people don't just lie to avoid consequences. They lie to control, to confuse, to keep you unsteady. Imagine sitting across from someone you once trusted, only to realize that nothing they say ever holds firm. One day they swear by a story, and the next they deny ever saying it. They rewrite history as if reality itself is theirs to command. And the worst part? Over time, you begin to doubt your own memory, your own perception, your own sanity. This is no accident. A liar of this nature does not simply deceive. They orchestrate. They fabricate elaborate tales, exaggerate minor details, or subtly shift facts, all to keep you questioning, second-guessing, and ultimately relying on them for the truth. The more confused you are, the more power they have over you. And when they are caught, denial, deflection, or even playing the victim, anything but accountability. Because to an evil person, honesty is not a virtue. It is a weakness they believe only fools abide by. And here lies the danger. Lies, when repeated often enough, become a prison. If you find yourself constantly justifying someone's words, feeling unsure about what's real, or making excuses for their contradictions, stop. Trust your instincts. Lies are not harmless. They are the seeds of manipulation. If someone in your life treats the truth as a game, recognize the pattern, step away, and protect your peace. In the end, your clarity is your strength, and no deceiver should have the power to take that from you. Red flag number 2. They love conflict. Most people seek peace, or at the very least, avoid unnecessary conflict. But an evil person, they thrive on it. Chaos is not just something they stumble into. It's something they create, cultivate, and enjoy. They are not content unless there is tension in the air, arguments brewing, or people turning against one another. Conflict for them is not a problem to solve. It is a source of power. These individuals are the architects of discord. They plant subtle doubts in your mind, twist words, and nudge people toward confrontation. They gossip not just to spread information, but to sow division. They will set friends against each other, turn family members cold, and create an atmosphere of suspicion wherever they go. The scariest part? They often do it without reason. There is no grand purpose, only the sheer enjoyment of watching others suffer. Imagine this. You're at a gathering surrounded by people you love, laughter filling the room. Then a single comment shifts the mood. Someone, this person, drops a seemingly innocent remark that sparks tension between two people. The warmth in the room fades, replaced by an unspoken hostility. You glance at them, and for a brief second, you see it. A smirk, a glint of satisfaction. They step back, watching the storm unfold as if they had been waiting for it all along. But they are not just spectators. They are the unseen force pulling the strings. They spread rumors while pretending to be neutral. They whisper half-truths while acting as peacemakers. And when confronted, they will deny everything, feign innocence, or shift the blame onto someone else. To them, accountability is a game, and they never intend to lose. What makes their behavior truly disturbing is their lack of empathy. They do not care about the pain they cause. To them, relationships are disposable, friendships are playthings, and your suffering is simply entertainment. They are addicted to the sight of broken trust, fractured bonds, and emotional wounds they will never acknowledge. If you notice someone in your life constantly stirring conflict, feeding into drama, and enjoying the misery of others, recognize it for what it is: a warning. Evil people feed on chaos because it makes them feel powerful. The more unstable your world becomes, the easier you are to manipulate. Do not let them drag you into their games. Protect your peace, walk away, and remember, the only way to win against a person who loves conflict is to refuse to play. Red flag number 3. They make you feel like you're always at fault. There is no prison more suffocating than the one built inside your own mind. Evil people understand this, and that is why they use gaslighting as their weapon of choice. They don't just argue or disagree. They rewrite reality itself, making you question your own thoughts, emotions, and memories. The goal is simple: control. Imagine this. You're in a discussion, presenting facts with clarity, yet somehow the conversation twists against you. You are overreacting. That never happened. You always take things the wrong way. At first you resist, but over time doubt creeps in. You start wondering, am I too emotional? Did I misinterpret? Maybe I am the problem. And just like that they win, not by proving a point, but by making you question your own mind. Gaslighting is not mere dishonesty. It is a calculated erosion of your confidence. The more you doubt yourself, the more you rely on them for validation. This is how they gain control, not through strength, but through the quiet destruction of your independence. They dismiss your feelings, invalidate your experiences, and twist your words until you no longer trust your own perception of reality. But here's the truth. Your emotions are real, your memories are valid, and your instincts are not to be ignored. If someone constantly makes you feel like the problem, step back and see the pattern for what it is: a manipulation designed to keep you small. Trust yourself, set boundaries, and walk away if necessary. No one who truly cares for you will make you doubt your own sanity. Red flag number 4. They play the victim in every situation. Some people wear their suffering like armor, not to heal, but to manipulate. Evil individuals master the art of victimhood, using it as both a shield and a weapon. No matter what happens, they are never at fault. The world is unfair. Everyone is against them, and they are always the ones who suffer most. But look closer. This isn't misfortune, it's a strategy. These people refuse to take responsibility for their actions. When things go wrong, they deflect, blame, and twist the story to make themselves look innocent. If they fail, it's because someone sabotaged them. If they hurt you, it's because you made them do it. And if you dare to hold them accountable, they'll turn the tables in an instant, accusing you of being cruel, ungrateful, or even abusive. The guilt seeps in, and suddenly you're the one apologizing. This is not weakness, it's control. They thrive on your empathy, knowing that as long as you feel sorry for them, you will excuse their behavior. They manipulate your kindness, turning your good heart into a leash around your neck. The more you try to help, the deeper you get pulled into their endless cycle of self-pity and blame. But here's the truth. You are not responsible for carrying someone who refuses to stand on their own. A person who never owns their mistakes will never change, and the longer you stay entangled in their narrative, the more drained and powerless you will feel. Walk away. Let them play the victim, but not at the cost of your peace. Red flag number 5. They constantly criticize you, but never acknowledge your successes. There is a certain cruelty in someone who only sees your flaws, but never your strengths. Criticism, when given with wisdom, helps us grow, but when used as a weapon, it slowly erodes our confidence. Evil people understand this well. They don't just critique, they diminish. No matter how much effort you put in, how much you accomplish, or how far you've come, it is never enough in their eyes. Imagine dedicating weeks to a project, pouring your energy into it, feeling proud of what you've achieved. You share it with them, hoping for support and their response. You could have done better. No acknowledgement of your hard work, no recognition of your progress, just a cold dismissal, or worse, a reminder of some minor flaw. It's not about helping you improve. It's about making sure you never feel good enough. This is by design. They do not want you to feel capable because confidence leads to independence, and independence makes you harder to control. While they chip away at your self-worth, they elevate themselves, boasting about their own achievements, ensuring you always feel small in their presence. The more they break you down, the more power they hold over you. But here's the truth. No one who genuinely cares for you will make you feel unworthy. Growth is built on encouragement, not destruction. If someone in your life refuses to see your worth, step away. Do not seek validation from those invested in your self-doubt. Know your value, stand firm, and never let anyone convince you that you are anything less than enough. Red flag number 6. They display no empathy or compassion. What separates a virtuous person from a malicious one? The ability to feel, to care, to recognize the struggles of others. Empathy is the thread that binds humanity together, allowing us to share in both joy and sorrow. But some people lack this entirely. They do not see others as human beings with emotions. They see them as objects, tools, or obstacles. An evil person's indifference is not just cold, it is calculated. When you suffer, they do not console you. When you celebrate, they do not rejoice. Instead, they remain detached, unmoved, and uninterested, unless, of course, there is something to gain. Imagine turning to someone after experiencing deep loss, hoping for support, only to hear, "Everyone goes through it," or worse, a change of subject, as if your pain is an inconvenience. It's not just insensitivity, it's a void where compassion should be. This emptiness is suffocating. You start to feel small, unheard, even invisible. And that is exactly how they want you to feel, because the less seen you are, the easier you are to manipulate. They will never stand by you in hardship, nor will they truly celebrate your success. You are not a person to them, merely a resource. But here's what you must remember. Your emotions are not a weakness, and your struggles are not insignificant. If someone repeatedly dismisses your pain, refuses to acknowledge your feelings, or treats you as if you don't matter, recognize the truth. This is not someone who deserves a place in your life. Protect your energy, distance yourself, and never beg for empathy from someone who has none to give. Red flag number 7. They use your vulnerability against you. Trust is sacred. When we open up to someone, when we share our fears, regrets, and insecurities, we offer them a piece of ourselves. A person of virtue holds this with care. An evil person, however, sees it as a weapon. They do not listen to understand. They listen to store ammunition for a future attack. At first, they encourage your openness. They create an illusion of safety, making you believe they are someone you can rely on. You confide in them about your struggles, perhaps a past failure, a deep fear, or a wound that has never fully healed. You trust that they will respect your honesty. But then the mask slips. One day, in the heat of an argument or a moment of cruelty, they throw your pain back at you. Of course you're acting like this. You've always been weak. No wonder you failed back then. You'll never change. What was once a moment of connection is now a tool of destruction. This is not a mistake or a lapse in judgment. It is a calculated act of control. They use your past to chain you to self-doubt, ensuring you never feel strong enough to stand against them. Every confession you made in trust becomes a blade they turn against you, and the deeper the wound, the more satisfaction they take in twisting it. But here's what you must remember. Vulnerability is not weakness. It is strength. It takes courage to be open, but it takes wisdom to know who deserves your trust. If someone in your life repeatedly weaponizes your pain, recognize the pattern and walk away. You are not bound to those who betray your trust. Protect your peace, guard your heart, and never allow anyone to use your past to control your future. Recognizing these red flags isn't always easy, especially when emotions are involved. We want to believe in the good in people, to give second chances. But wisdom lies in seeing things as they are, not as we wish them to be. The truth is, evil doesn't always announce itself. It often comes disguised as a friend, a partner, or even family. And the longer we ignore the signs, the deeper we fall into their trap. But you are not powerless. The moment you recognize these patterns, you gain the ability to break free. You don't owe anyone your energy, your peace, or your kindness if they use it against you. Step back, reassess, and remember, the people in your life should uplift you, not drain you. Protect yourself, trust your instincts, and never let someone else's darkness dim your light. Now, I want to hear from you. Have you ever dealt with someone who made you question yourself, who left you exhausted and doubting your own worth? How did you handle it? Share your thoughts in the comments. Your story might be the lifeline someone else needs. And if this video resonated with you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. We have more powerful insights coming your way, because protecting your peace isn't just about avoiding the wrong people. It's about becoming the strongest version of yourself. Until next time, stay wise, stay strong, and guard your mind.